people ask us all the time what we do for pre-workouts, so there you have it.
You never let me talk.
Oh,
He always like talks about himself and then he's like, okay, we're done.
okay, no, so what? Sorry.
That's what you take.
That's what I take. Okay, so what do you
Get this on film. See how it gets me now? Okay.
Welcome guys, we're here at Crunch Bloomingdale in Brandon, Florida. We're here to, first of all, film our training today, which is arms and some shoulders. But we also want to take this video as an opportunity to share with you our training philosophy, because she and I are a little bit different when it comes to how we approach training. A lot of it different.
I'm a little bit country, and I'm a little bit rock and roll.
So yeah, so the main thing is we're wanting to do like kind of a series of things that we feel strongly about. Training, nutrition, parenting, education. So we're going to start it off with training and how we approach training. We'll go more in depth after, but basically I'm very planned out. She's very much intuitive with how she approaches training. So I'll write out training blocks of at least a month to 10 weeks in advance, and she'll basically...
After like day one on board.
Yeah, she'll decide what she wants to do the day of. All right, so we're gonna train some arms and some shoulders today. What do you got?
I'll do arms and shoulders as well, but you'll notice that I'll stray. I don't like to rest much because I get very bored. So you'll see that I'll stray and do some random, like whatever.
She does five supersets, like 5 things at once.
Circuits,
and
all circuits.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 things at a time today. I'll have like, for instance, my first thing is some tricep extensions with some concentration curls. So I'm gonna do mostly triceps and biceps, a little bit of shoulders, and she's gonna do everything. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We'll talk a little bit more about it after, but for now, enjoy the training, and as always, like, subscribe, share. Thanks. All right, so we were just talking about pre-training nutrition and kind of what our approach is. We usually train in the morning. Both of us wake up and immediately have a keto coffee when we wake up. That's just what we do
What do
every
you put in
morning.
yours?
Most days I'll do a tablespoon of MCT oil, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a tablespoon of coconut oil, 1 ounce of cacao butter, and a scoop of MCT
Stacked.
powder. So that's about 45, 55 grams of fat.
And I'll
yours
just
is
put,
more
I just
simple.
put, yeah, I put 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, and then if I have a second cup, I'll add like a scoop of MCT powder. It's just less calories. The struggle.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to add that I also put half a cup of unsweetened cashew milk. So I have a 30 ounce
Serious.
30 ounce Yeti that I fill up, and it's delicious. I have that about 4 a.m. I train about 6 a.m. So like as I'm heading to the gym, like at 5:40, if I'm training heavy, I'll do Ketologic Exogenous Ketones, and I'll either do half of her pre-workout, which is the 1UP ladies pre-workout. I take the ladies pre-workout. The men's pre-workout, in my opinion, is not as good as the ladies pre-workout. Maura is an affiliate, so she has a code FFM for FFM20?
Yeah.
FFM20.
Everything is below. All the links are, we always put the product codes below.
Yeah.
What I do is, it depends. So if I'm gonna do like a cardio day, I don't do the pre-workout because it's just got like, it's very intense, so it's got a lot of caffeine, and I get like...
Oh, and I take half a scoop, and you also
Yeah,
take
I
half.
always do half a scoop because it's got a lot of caffeine, and I already have that big coffee in the morning, so if I do a whole scoop, but half a scoop is fine, it makes it last longer.
Yeah.
But if I'm training heavy, I will do the pre-workout because that really gives me a good pump. Other days, one of my favorites is the Keto-Carnitine from 1UP. It's got exogenous ketones in it, and it's non-stimulant, but for some reason, I don't know, somehow
It affects
it's
her
like magic. It
in a
makes
special
me,
way. Yeah.
I don't know, it makes me feel like it is a stimulant or something. I don't know. It just gives me so much focus and energy throughout my workout. And depending, I was doing some BCAAs, half a scoop only during my workout, which we can't argue that it might cause an insulin spike, but I can also argue back that it's during my workout, so it doesn't matter. Another one that I really like to do if I don't want to do the pre-workout is the Make Her Lean Fat Burner. That one is awesome. If you,
I actually took that today.
that one's really good if you're gonna do like a long cardio day, or I like it like if I'm going to Disney or like anything that I'm gonna go on a hike or something. It just gives you that long, sustained energy. It's not so much as like a pump, like an instant. It's not so intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. That's really all we take.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all we take.
right, so we just got finished training at Crunch Bloomingdale. We got a little interrupted with our camera. Apparently this is an issue, but that's okay. We're gonna try to figure it out and try to take the proper steps because we do wanna get some good footage in the gym. So we did a lot of upper body supersets, arms, biceps, triceps, and some chest. And I always like to throw in some lower body supersets because it helps me get a sweat going, and if not, I'm not like sweating.
I do not do that.
Yeah, well, he's already sweating like an animal. It's obviously super, like his body
She
just
doesn't
takes.
stop.
Yeah, well, I need to obviously increase my resting metabolic rate. So let's talk about training philosophy. I'm a lot more intuitive than Danny. There's been times where I've tried to follow a plan, and I do so gritting my teeth because it just bores me to tears. There are pros and cons to being intuitive. It's nice because you're not so strict and you're not so like you don't have to do a certain thing every day. And so it keeps it more interesting, it keeps it more fun for me. But then there are some times where it kind of backfires on me to where I'm just like wandering around aimlessly around the gym sometimes because I don't know what I'm doing. Especially if I'm tired. Like I started to notice towards the end of my cut that it would have been nice to have something written out for me because I was just so tired that I would wander around aimlessly. I didn't really know what I was gonna do. Your way is very productive if you're trying to put on like muscle and you have specific goals.
Yeah.
I absolutely do see the value in that.
So one of the things that you need to be with when you're training intuitively is you need to know your body very well. And that's one thing that Maura's good at. If you are someone like me who's always been an athlete and I tend to do more than I need to stay on a plan, because if I don't stay on the plan, I'm probably going to do too much. And so people who train intuitively, but they're prone to training too hard, that won't be good for them because they'll tend to overtrain. So in my case, I like sticking to the script. The downside to like sticking to a script is that if you tell yourself you're supposed to do something that day and you don't feel well that day, then you probably get upset if you don't hit the numbers you're supposed to hit. But I do build that into my workouts. So we use the RPE, the rate of perceived exertion, which is something that you've probably heard in cardio classes and things like that. But I got that from Brian Carroll and the 10-20 Life Philosophy. So my 10-20 Life Philosophy is pretty much, I got it from Brian, and we'll put links to the books. I definitely recommend the 10-20 Life book as a resource for anybody doing any type of strength sport. I build in deload weeks, so she'll deload when she feels like she needs it. I'll deload every 3rd to 4th week regardless. So
and it kind of works out that way, I feel like,
for
in
you,
general.
every 3rd to 4th week.
And honestly, sometimes for me, it's more day to day, I feel like, because I am a stay-at-home mom, and so sometimes depending on what I did the previous day, like if I went to Disney all day the day before and I have planned a heavy leg workout, as soon as I start, I will notice that I'm like, I can't do this today, and I will change mid-workout what I'm going to do according to how I feel if I'm just not feeling it. And that's the good part of being intuitive. But some people don't really know how to pay attention to the signals that their body is sending them. It's very obvious to me when I feel that.
So we're going to post the workout that we did today in the notes, and you're going to see footage of what we did. And if you have any questions, of course, let us know in the comments. And as always, hey, just look, you know what? Subscribe. Do it! Just subscribe, man.
Just do it!
And then like and share.
Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Do all of those things. All right, thanks. See?